Sticking with the shutdown, last week we talked to a professor at Boise State who explained that messages that are still on some government websites that blame Democrats for the government shutdown, those could be a violation of the Hatch Act. You know, the ones that say something along the lines of the radical left Democrats have shut down your government. Well, the Hatch Act was passed in 1939, and the goal was to make sure that federal programs are run in a nonpartisan fashion. So far, at least 2 Hatch Act complaints have been filed, one by a watchdog group called Public Citizen, and another now by former Idaho lawmaker and congressional candidate Todd Achilles. Achilles announced his complaint on Friday and is specifically targeting the U.S. Forest Service Chief Tom Schultz, an Idahoan, by the way. In his complaint, Achilles says, quote, "Since 1905, the Forest Service has managed these public lands for the benefit of all Americans, regardless of political identity. Aggressively partisan political messages on federal agency websites constitute not only a violation of the Hatch Act, but also a violation of the nonpartisan standards that all Idahoans demand of Forest Service employees," end quote. We've also heard from employee and union members at the Forest Service who say they view the political messaging as hypocritical, considering the oath they took to remain nonpartisan.
It's insane. It goes against every code of ethics that I've ever known as a federal employee, where we're supposed to be nonpartisan. We provide services to the American people regardless of their political leanings. We are constantly often threatened with whenever we say anything. People who say, federal employees who speak out on social media or whatever, we're threatened with a Hatch Act violation, whether or not it's even remotely accurate. And this, to me, seems like far closer to a violation. And even if I'm not a lawyer, but even if it's not formally a violation, it surely is against the spirit of the Code of Federal Ethics. Yeah, I almost laughed when I first saw it. It's just too crazy. That's not how the American government is supposed to work.
We'll stay on top of these Hatch Act complaints as they work their way through the legal system. The whole investigation and judicial process on it, though, it remains to be seen if they are taken up.